We're back at it today on the road to 100% acceptance rate. We started today with a 90% acceptance rate. So the first order of the day I got is this $14, 4 miles, a small shop and deliver. Already shopped it. Let's go deliver it. So got my coffee, and if I had my coffee first, I probably wouldn't have made this terrible mistake that's going to impact the rest of this experiment. And what I'm talking about is that up until now, for every time I've gotten an order, a shop and deliver order, whatever the order may be, even a curbside pickup, when I go to start that order, when I'm at Walmart, I turn off my Spark Now with the intention of once I deliver that order, however many miles away from Walmart, as soon as I deliver that order, I don't immediately get another offer that's a bad offer or an offer from a store I have no intentions of going to. I did not do that this morning. And so as soon as I dropped off that first order, I got this offer from a store I'm never going to go to, and I had to decline it. So what that means is that, I've been having issues getting my acceptance rate up to get to 90%. And one of the things that somebody had called out previously is these orders are like on a rolling 50 conveyor belt. And so at some point you're going to be replacing accepts with accepts the higher your acceptance rate goes. And you have to do more of those until you can find a decline to replace that accept with. So at the point where I am, where I'm pretty sure I've replaced most of my declines with accept, and to add a decline this late in the game, essentially what that's going to mean is that I should probably only be able to get to a 98% acceptance rate for a good matter of time. It is what it is. Anyways, I just got another order after that one, another $14, basically a 5-mile order. I want to get some short distances again, but once again, they're small shop and deliver orders, quick in and out. I'm already done shopping. It was a 1-item order, so I'll take that all day. I'm literally doing more talking in my car to this camera than I spent time in the store shopping for that item. Back at the Walmart parking lot, and I just delivered this curbside pickup. The curbside pickup orders pay worse than the shop and deliver orders, but a lot of times I feel like they're equal or more effort. I don't know, maybe because they're doubles or because you have to wait or whatever it may be, but I prefer shop and delivers. Either way, this curbside pickup paid $11. It was only a couple miles, so the miles to dollars to miles ratio still held up, but I want better orders, man. I want to see some bigger tips. And one thing I've been wondering about lately is it because of my car profile on the Walmart Spark app. I have a sedan or coupe profile. I wonder if I had no car profile, would I get better orders? One of the things that Spark says about your car profile is that it uses that information to try to match you with orders that'll fit in your car. If I say I have a bigger car, will I get bigger orders? If I say I have no car profile on there, will I get like all of the orders? I feel like by having the sedan on here, I feel like I only get small and medium orders. And I was looking in the Spark app, and this is what I found right here about how the small and medium orders are, how they size them. Essentially what they state is that with this chart here, that a small order is anything under 133 pounds. That doesn't sound like small, but I guess everything above 133 to whatever this number here is, and you can pause it and look at that. The other thing that it goes by outside of weight is the volume, like the cubics footage, the volume or size of the orders. For example, something that's like a box of chips, even if it doesn't have a lot of weight, if there's 3 or 4 boxes of chips, because of the size, it can make it seem like a larger or medium or XL order, the same way gallons of water or cases of water could because of their weight, even if they don't necessarily have the size because they're extremely dense. So that's why I see it as kind of a coin flip, because it could just get me more orders that have a bunch of water on it by going to no profile or a bigger carb profile, or it could get me bigger grocery orders that have, bigger tips too, and more orders in general. It would turn on the whole spout, I feel like. It's been about 15 minutes. I've been in the Walmart parking lot. Restarted my phone, turned the app off, force stopped it, cleared cache, reopened it, turned my Wi-Fi on, turned it back off again, did some test notifications, did pretty much everything you can think of. And let me know if y'all wanted me to make a video about all the little troubleshooting steps I take whenever I'm not getting orders on Walmart Spark. Sometimes it results in nothing, but sometimes it does result in getting an order offered after I go through the troubleshooting steps. Long story short, after doing all of that, still not seeing seeing orders. Now, it'd be one thing if I just wasn't seeing orders from this store, but on a Sunday, especially like a Sunday afternoon, I expect orders to come from this store, from first come, first serve, other stores. You know, I could be wrong, but that's just my expectation. I'm gonna try to remove my car profile and see if I start getting orders again, seeing if I start getting offered some round robin offers and first come, first serve offers that are medium large, potentially have bigger tips.
15 minutes later.
Very interesting. As soon as I turned that off, within about 30 seconds, I got this order offered to me. It was an order I had to decline. It was a curbside pickup going 9 miles, $19. It was interesting though. Maybe I should have accepted it. 9 miles. I don't like going over 5, and you're asking me to go double that. If something like that popped up again, maybe I'd take it just for the challenge, but maybe it's better that the spout is off.
One eternity later.
Oh, and the other thing that was interesting about that order, it was a curbside pickup, as I mentioned. There were 2 of them. One was a small order, but the other was an extra large order. And as you've seen through these vlogs and these videos, I consistently get small orders offered to me. Well, let's see what happens again before we make any conclusions.
Later.
So after not getting any orders for the next 30 minutes, I decided to put my car back on there. I want to raise my acceptance rate first. I'm going back and forth on this, but I'm going to choose to get my acceptance rate as high as apparently 96 now.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
We finally got another order. Been solid about an hour 15, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less without getting any orders. Either way, it's $17, really $18, 4.6 miles, shop and deliver, small order, of course. Let's do it. So after I got that last order off, I'm back at the Walmart parking lot waiting for another order. It's been a little bit more challenging to get orders lately. I've always been on the fence about whether my acceptance rate got me prioritized for more orders. I've always said wait till it happens for an extended period of time. So I'm not necessarily sure that the high acceptance rate is prioritizing me. Maybe it is, and maybe it's just as dead. The other thing though that comes to mind is that there's another store that I keep getting orders from. Not round robins, thankfully, but these ASAP first come, first serve orders. Even though I'm at near this other store is probably another 6-7 miles away. I'm thinking that one day I should go over there and test shopping with a high acceptance rate at that store. It might be worth it to check out if I'm closer to that store, if I get any good offers. Maybe there's something hidden in my market I need to check out.
A few moments later.
I just got another order, $18 going 6 miles. Let's do it.
Day 2.
All right, y'all. So I started yesterday with a 90% acceptance rate. I delivered like 5, 6, 7 orders, and then I still started today with a 90% acceptance rate. Yes, there were 2 little mishaps where there were 2 declines, but that was still positive 3 extra orders. But yeah, that's Walmart's smart acceptance rate. So we're here trying it one more time, seeing if we can get above that 90%. And after this, we're going back to cherry picking. Alright, y'all, so I don't think I checked in after order number 1. Order number 2 was a large order, which kind of, at first, I thought killed my theory about my car size only getting me small orders. But then again, it was a large order only in the sense of it had 2 cases of water on it and a bunch of soda on it, some cartons of milk. It wasn't like really a large size order. It was like a heavy order. Either way, I'm back at the Walmart parking lot. It's about 20 after. I haven't gotten any offers yet. And I am wondering if I once again should turn off my car profile just to see if I can get some orders, because it doesn't feel like I'm getting any orders. And even with the 90% acceptance rate and having accepted, 100% of the orders offered to me today, I still don't feel like I'm getting prioritized for orders unless you're telling me that my zone is filled with people with above 90% acceptance rate. And there are some people that I know consistently shop. I know there's people people that are there 7 days a week, which kind of gives credence to the theory that not only does Spark look at your acceptance rate, but potentially they look at how many orders you've delivered for them in your lifetime, how long you've been delivering for them in your lifetime, and they prioritize the long-time shoppers. Let me phrase that. They prioritize the longest term shoppers, and then they prioritize the brand new shoppers, and then maybe the high acceptance rate. So even with that, I would be third tier compared to the new signups, and then compared to the people with more orders in their lifetime on Spark than me.
Later.
All right, y'all. So basically, after waiting for an hour with no orders, next round robin at the 10 o'clock, I got this shop and deliver one here. It's like $16, 2 miles. Small order. All right, y'all. So I got another order. This one is about $13, about 3-something miles, small shop and deliver. I prefer my orders to be 15 to 20 plus. But one thing I can tell you, at least so far, with 90% not getting better tips. High acceptance rate may get better base pays, but the tips seem to be random. It doesn't seem to impact tips. And there was one day where I had a bunch of good tips, but that definitely seems to be the outlier, not the rule. Looking like I may need to go back to cherry picking next time and see what this cherry picking with a high acceptance rate looks like. All right, y'all, so just got my last order of the day today. And it works out perfectly because this order takes me basically home. So it's this $19, 7 miles. It says 3 items. I've noticed on Walmart, like on these smaller item count orders, it inflates them. Like it says it's 3 items, but it's really just 2 items. Then on the other side of the coin, sometimes it says it's 15 items. It turns out to be 40. And of course, I know the difference between items and units. And this one says 3 items, 4 units. It's literally 2 items. And I guess they're counting the bags. It says I should use 2 bags for 2 small items. I disagree, but you know, Walmart's going to Walmart.
Day 3.
All right, y'all, so this is the end. This is the last day of raising my acceptance rate. The reason it's the last day because I'm at 94%, and I know in the last 50, I've declined at least 2 orders, probably 3. From 94, if I've dropped 3 in there, the highest I can get is 94. If I've dropped 2, the highest I can get is 96 without taking a bunch of orders until I get back up to these declines that were within the last 10, 15 orders. So I'm not doing that. The plan after I maximize my acceptance rate after today will be to see, do I really get priority on these orders? And the plan to test that if I'm really getting priority on these orders is to cherry pick. I should be able to say no to the bad order and see another one pop up because I'm getting offered all of these orders, or at least a large majority of these orders first before the people with a lower acceptance rate. Now, I can't prove that, but after I test that, we're going to find out. We're going to see if high acceptance rate cherry picking is the way to be. But that's another day, and today I currently got this 20 miles. Not 20 miles. I currently got this $20, 6.5 mile, small 19 item order to go shop and deliver to start the day. I just got my second order of the day. It's this $12.78, basically $13, going like 4 miles. Apparently Spark made this update, so now when you mark an item not found, not in stock, basically it doesn't trust you anymore. It says, are you sure? Because our store says that's in stock and you might be lying, or you're dumb, you need to ask somebody. That's what that says to me, at least. That may not be what it says literally, but I could read between the lines. And you know, the first time I just skipped it. I didn't ask anybody anything. And I'll tell you this, even if they have it in the back, ain't nobody going back there to check for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. On to the next one that I don't love. This one's going 8 miles, and at least it's $17.50. It's a small order, it's 10 items. It's a quick shop. It's all a bunch of stuff that's basically all in the same area. So in and out, be back in time for the next round robin. All right, y'all, got another order. This one's a little bit better than the last one. $13, going 4 miles. Another small order, 6 items. All right, y'all, just got another order, $20 for 6.9 miles. This one's a large order, about 15 items. It has like a case of water, a couple things of like Powerade or Gatorade or something like that on there. And just want to call out that, yeah, this Friday, once again, getting orders consistently compared to the previous Friday where I wasn't. Definitely seems like the previous issue was an app glitch versus today. My acceptance rate seems to be getting these priority orders, even if they don't have tips. That's one thing I feel like we can confirm is that having a higher acceptance rate has no impact on the tips you get. When I go back to cherry picking, I'm definitely going to be looking forward to cherry picking orders with more tips on them. If you want to see what happens when I start cherry picking with a high acceptance rate, be on the lookout for the next video.